Yeah, in the last week, in the last couple of days really, it's clicked for me that I can ask people for help. Never really had that as an explicit thought before. And this is potentially common. So I wanted to make a quick video of just hey, ask for help. What's the biggest problem in your life right now, or one of them? I imagine there are a few. I imagine most people have some problems that are kind of foregrounded or they're vaguely aware of. Yeah, and I recommend asking someone for help. And you know what, to make this easy, you can ask me, drop a YouTube comment or email me. I think I have an email attached to my YouTube profile, but it's currently feeling quite profound to me that I can message people and be yeah, I need help with this thing. I'm confused about it. Even people I don't know in this Twitter community I'm in, and it feels very supportive and nice, so yeah. And if I try to think of when I've helped friends, which maybe is a fairly short list to be honest, but sometimes I offer to help. If I know I had a friend who suddenly had to do a bunch of house hunting a couple months ago, and I spent a couple hours on it. That's one example that comes to mind. I hope there are others. But it feels like a win-win. It's oh, this is awesome. Yeah, I'm happy to do this. It feels wholesome, feels supportive, etc. So there's a sense in me of oh, I don't want to bother people, whatever, my friends are busy. But they can always say no. So yeah. For me at the moment, it's been kind of how should I make money in a way that feels good? I don't want to have to force myself to do work that I don't enjoy. And I just realized I could ask some people who I kind of know, who have kind of seemed to have solved this problem. So I just reached out to them and they were helpful and nice. So it's oh yeah, you can do that. And there's actually stuff here there's ideas of your way of framing your current problem that you're in will be limiting in some way. You're you don't realize that you're missing some important bits of data. And as such, you're kind of trapped in this I don't know, trap of your own making. And if you talk to someone else, they may be able to see through it and be oh, have you considered this? And you're whoa, what the fuck? And it feels awesome when you're the person to do that, because it feels so effortless to say to a friend, oh, have you considered that you're you seem to be attached to this thing, but maybe you don't need that. And they're oh shit, I didn't realize. And then you feel kind of like a genius, but it was actually a very straightforward thing that you did. And it's just because you're not in the problem, you can see it more clearly. So it's this yeah, wholesome loop where both sides hopefully have a pretty cool time. And it's helping your friends improve their lives. They help you improve yours, this kind of upward spiral. So yeah, this is on my mind at the moment, and I can imagine some people being oh yeah, I don't know who I'd ask. I don't have anyone in my life who is that wise, or we all have the same problems or something. So that's why I'm kind of I'm keen to see if I can help too. If you're yeah, there's no one to talk to, drop me a message or whatever. Because yeah, I think a lot of problems aren't that big, and maybe aren't even really problems. It's just the way you're framing it. So yeah, this is kind of a random video, but this is what's on my mind today. There we go, under the tree. Okay, this is pretty sick. I put my camera up the tree. And then I can imagine you thinking oh no, I can't ask for help because my problem's too big. It's too complicated. No one will be able to help me. And I don't know what to do with my arms. I would argue that could be because you're in the problem, you're trapped in this frame and you're it's so confusing. I don't know what it is. How could I ask for help? And I think actually to get a second person to look at it, they'd just be oh cool, have you considered this? And it's maybe not that deep. It could even be quite deep. It could be I don't know, the answer could be therapy. It could be who knows what. But I can imagine just being trapped in this kind of procrastination heavy, oh god, no, I could never ask anyone for help. I don't want to bother them. And I don't know. I think sometimes it's either ask for help or just feel lost as shit and not get help and not make progress for ages. I feel I'm not explaining this all that well. Check out this thing. Wow, I didn't make this. I've just stumbled across it. Pretty cool spot. Yeah, so anyway, I just had a thought of I can imagine someone being oh no, I can't ask for help, my problem's too big and I don't deserve it or whatever. It's no, fuck that. there are good, kind people who want to support you, is what I've been finding. And it's surprising. It shocks me every time. But I think that's a sign that my kind of world model is outdated. And actually I should update to, oh yeah, there are good, kind people who want to help. And in conclusion, what happened here? I don't know how that, I guess the wind? Crazy shit. Cool, all right, that's been a video. And goodbye.